May I have your attention, please? We will be starting the ceremony approximately 10 minutes late in order to accommodate all our guests this morning. We appreciate your patience. Thank you.
Please be seated. Good morning. My name is Wilcie Bishop, and I serve as the Vice President for Health Affairs. It is my pleasure to welcome you to East Tennessee State University for our commencement ceremony. We are gathered this morning to celebrate both an ending and a beginning, the culmination of years of work by these students who sit before us, and the promise for a better future because of their achievements. This ceremony also celebrates the efforts of family members and friends, as well as the university faculty and staff, who have been a part of the lives of these students before us. I welcome all of you to this most important occasion as we confer these degrees that are symbolic of academic and personal achievement. It is now my pleasure to present the President of East Tennessee State University, Dr. Brian Nolan, who will introduce the commencement speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Bishop, and good morning. Our speaker this morning holds a special and honored place in the history of our university. In addition to being the proud father of multiple ETSU graduates, he holds the distinction of serving as the inaugural vice chair for our Board of Trustees. In addition to this role, he serves as the chair of the board's audit committee. David Golden is the senior vice president, chief legal and sustainability officer, and corporate secretary for our neighbor and regional partner, Eastman Chemical. His responsibilities at Eastman also include oversight of the company's ethics and corporate compliance program, and he joined Eastman in 1995. Vice Chairman Golden is a native of Albany, Georgia, and he holds a BS degree in accounting and a Doctor of Jurisprudence degree, both from Brigham Young University. In 2012, he completed the Advanced Management program at the Harvard Business School. Vice Chairman Golden is the son of an educator, and he is deeply committed to the work of the educational community. He serves on the State Collaborative on Reforming Education, otherwise known as Scoreboard, and is president of Eastman's Foundation, leading their global corporate and charitable partnership initiatives. Vice Chairman Golden is a frequent speaker on leadership, motivation, education, governance, and sustainability. In addition, he is a member of the Governor's Council for Judicial Appointments, the Trial Court Advocacy Commission, the Ballard Health Board of Directors, the Niswonger Foundation Board of Directors, the Howard H. Baker Jr. Center for Public Policy Board, and the Tennessee Business Court Rules Commission. Vice Chairman Golden and his wife Jennifer reside in Kingsport and have 6 children. Please join me in welcoming our morning's commencement speaker, the Vice Chair of our Board of Trustees, Mr. David Golden.
Good morning. Oh, that was lame. Come on, good morning. I congratulate everybody here. Obviously, the graduates, what a great day for you. But there are other people here, and perhaps those who couldn't make it, who also made it possible. So for the parents and family members, faculty and staff, I thank you and commend you and congratulate you. It's an honor and a privilege to be with you this morning. If you've heard President Nolan speak, you know that he has 2 frequent points of emphasis. One, he reminds us that ETSU was founded to make a difference in the lives of people. And 2, he ends virtually every public statement with this short imperative: go Bucks. In the context of these 2 related points of emphasis, I ask you this question: how will you, as a newly minted graduate of this wonderful institution, take the education, wisdom, experience, and relationships from your time here and go and make a difference? As an homage to this wonderful institution, I'd like to tell you 3 personal, true stories to consider as you address this question. I will also caveat that from time to time I'm known to get a little bit emotional as I speak at events such as this. I don't apologize for it. It is part of who I am. For the first story, I take you back to my first day, I told you, of second grade. It was a hot, muggy day in southwest Georgia. I had that first day of second grade butterflies in my stomach. A woman steps to the head of the classroom and writes her name on the board, Mrs. Coppage. She then turns to us and asks this question: who is your teacher? I remember thinking, man, second grade was going to be easy. Our class in unison said, Mrs. Coppage. I thought we were really impressive. The woman at the head of the class then said to us, no. I remember thinking, second grade was going to be hard. And I wondered, who was this woman? She then said something that became one of the greatest learnings of my life. She said, I am not your teacher. I am a mere facilitator of learning. You are your own teacher. Everything you ever learn in this life is entirely up to you. I was gobsmacked, except I didn't know what that word was back then. I had never considered such a thing, and it had entirely changed the approach I had to second grade and all learning since. The lesson of Mrs. Coppage that day: be accountable for what you learn and what you do with your learning. For the second story, I take you to my first day of my second year of law school, namely my first day in evidence class. I had Michael Goldsmith for evidence as my facilitator of learning. Professor Goldsmith was a national expert. The textbook was Younger and Goldsmith on Evidence. An Ivy League graduate, he taught at Vanderbilt before joining the faculty at my law school. He still holds the record at my school for having been named Teacher of the Year 6 times. He was widely published, a former federal prosecutor, a member of the United States Sentencing Commission, and essentially had a black belt in the Socratic method. He could really be tough when he called on you. That first day, I sat on the back row. It's kind of who I was. And I learned 2 hard lessons that day. One, Professor Goldsmith always called on the back row. And 2, he used a seating chart, meaning I was now stuck sitting on the back row. In short, I was going to get called on in every evidence class for the rest of the semester. Evidence became my favorite class. For obvious reasons, I was always prepared. I ended up getting the highest grade in the class, and I learned to spar under pressure. But the biggest thing I learned from Professor Goldsmith was be can do. He preached and preached and preached it. He would tell story after story of lawyers who were not can do, and then using the Socratic method facilitated our learning so we could figure out what can do meant. He would say anyone can identify a problem. The real talent is finding solutions. In 2006, Professor Goldsmith was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. We former students were stunned and saddened, and we were curious. What would a man known for preaching can do in the face of death? He, not surprisingly, he began speaking and publishing on ALS. His most famous article, and I commend it to your reading, was published in Newsweek magazine in November 2008. In the article, Professor Goldsmith challenged baseball, the game of his youth, to take action. He posed the question, why doesn't Major League Baseball do more for Lou Gehrig's disease? After all, Lou Gehrig, the disease was named after Lou Gehrig, a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. The commissioner of Major League Baseball read the article. He had the same question. Fast forward to the 2009 season. Major League Baseball began raising money for ALS research in a very serious way. On July 4th in 2009, in every Major League and Minor League Baseball park in the United States, a player read the luckiest man alive speech. Michael Goldsmith threw out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium that day. You can still see it on YouTube. It went 4 feet. By this time, Professor Goldsmith's disease was advanced. On November 1st, 2009, if you were watching the World Series, the 5th game was dedicated to the memory of Professor Goldsmith, who had died the day before. There was a video clip about him broadcast during the 7th inning, sentenced to death with disease and with his last dying breath. He was can-do. The lesson of Michael Goldsmith, be can-do. For my third and final story, I want to take you to an overcast morning in East Cobb County, Georgia in 1994. There's a mother with 3 small children. For simplicity, we'll call her Jennifer. Jennifer had been thinking of an acquaintance of hers. We'll call the acquaintance Jane. Jennifer doesn't know exactly why, but she feels impressed to stop by Jane's house that morning and drop off an article she had just read. The article was about the pressures of life and the importance of women. Jennifer is somewhat of an introvert, and her small children are a little under the weather, but she can't shake the impression. So she packs up her children and drives over to Jane's. She pulls in the driveway, hops out, and rings the bell. No answer. She briefly considers just leaving the article wedged in the door. Then she rings the bell again. After a bit of time, Jane comes to the door. There is an awkward conversation. Jennifer hands Jane the article, says that she was thinking of Jane. Jane closes the door after kind of mumbling a thank you. I could stop the story there. That's usually where it stops. But fast forward, later in the week, Jennifer and her husband are at a gathering. Jane is there. Jane begins speaking. She says that things have been hard for her lately. She is pretty sure she is headed for a divorce. She is also sure she is depressed. She states calmly that earlier in the week, she decided to take her own life. She grabbed a pill bottle at home, headed into a closet so as not to make a mess. She opened the bottle, and then she heard someone at the front door. She's not expecting anyone. She waits, hoping they'll go away. The doorbell rings again. She goes to answer it. There is Jennifer with an article about the pressures of life and the importance of women. Jane takes the article, mumbles a thank you, shuts the door, and falls to the floor crying. I know that story seems a bit hard to believe, but I was there as a witness to Jane's speech. And the woman knocking on the door is my wife, Jen. And as an aside, 2 of those little children became ETSU graduates. The learning at the door, take time to think about others and act promptly with compassion. Never, ever, ever underestimate the power of compassion and kindness. When someone is in need, and let's face it, we are all in need from time to time. When someone is in need, there is no such thing as a small act of kindness. They are all huge. And you will rarely know the true impact of your kindness. More often than not, you don't hear about the impact you have on the other side of the door. We live in a world that seems horribly and divisively filled with anger. And yet we are united as 7.5 billion people all wanting the same thing. Consider the irony. We want to be happy. We are unified by far more than what divides us. We all come into this life the same way. We all leave this life the same way. We are granted a finite number of heartbeats. I promise you that as you take this education, wisdom, experience, and relationships from this university and look in the mirror, taking accountability for your learning and doing, and thank Mrs. Coppage, as you check your mindset at your toughest times and maintain a can-do attitude, as you make time for thinking about others and act promptly with compassion, you will make a difference in the lives of people. The greatness of this university ultimately will be measured by the difference you make in the lives of others. And so I end with this. Go out into this world. Go make a difference in the lives of people. In short, go Bucks.
It's been a long, dark night, and I've been waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new day
On behalf of the more than 14,600 students and 2,600 faculty and staff who have the honor to call ETSU home, it's my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the entire ETSU family and extend congratulations to you, the members of the class of 2018. Graduates, today is your day. As you entered this university, you entered with hopes and dreams and aspirations, yet with some degree of trepidation about the journey that was before you. Today begins another journey as you move from the hallowed halls of East Tennessee State University and transition into continued educational exploration or personal development in either the workforce or graduate school. As Dr. Bishop noted, commencement is both a beginning and ending, or a time for renewal and reflection. It's a chance back to see what has been, but also to envision the future. For us, it is a bittersweet time because we feel a sense of loss knowing that you will be moving from our classrooms, our residence halls, our research labs, or our field of play. Those emotions are evident on the faces of the individuals behind and in front of me, our faculty and staff, who look out upon their students on this, the most hallowed day of the academic year. Graduates, when you receive your degrees, please take time to read the text on your diploma carefully, paying attention to the phrase, upon the recommendation of the faculty. You see that your degree is not a mere collection of credit hours. It's not some random assortment of job-related skills. Your degree is the embodiment of the academic spirit. It's a covenant between you and the faculty in which they formally declare that you have achieved the learning foundations expected of a college graduate. Our faculty and staff have opened your mind to new ideas and philosophies that will serve you well as citizens of our social democracy. In the years to come, you'll realize that they are the ones who have left marks on your consciousness that will never be forgotten. In the end, it's your duty to keep the dreams of the faculty burning bright, just as Vice Chairman Golden referenced with respect to the dreams of his faculty, and continue to learn throughout your lifetime, serving as active members of your communities and our great society. As you journey here from this place today, I encourage you to take time to acknowledge our faculty and staff and the role that they've played in both shaping your dreams and your future. But I want you to do it in an old-fashioned way. Don't send a text or an email. Take out a piece of paper and a pen on a real thank you note and write a letter. Write a letter of thanks and appreciation to a faculty member or a staff member or family member, thanking them for what they did to make that moment possible, that moment being graduation. Your words will mean more to them than my simple words can convey. This morning, as I prepared to come to commencement, I read a thank you note that a former student provided to me at commencement a few years ago. Her words of encouragement, reflection, and humor serve as a reminder of the beautiful gifts that this institution provides to each of us who have the honor to call it home. In a few short weeks, she will graduate with her master's degree from the University of Vermont, and I anticipate that she will do the same thing for a faculty member there. So graduates, let's get that process started. Please join me in saying thank you with a round of applause for our faculty and staff. East Tennessee State University was founded in 1911 for a singular purpose: to improve the quality of life for the people of our region. For the past 107 years, we've remained committed to that mission. Graduates, you've spent the past 4 years, or if you're anything like me, 5, being part of a distinctive learning community, a learning community that embraces a tripartite mission of teaching, research, and service. You've participated in public service projects, you've volunteered in local schools, you've built homes for families, you've raised monies for those whose lives have been shattered by domestic violence. You've assisted in the fight against the opioid epidemic that is ravaging Appalachia, and you've cared for patients in clinical settings across our region. In doing so, you have embraced this institution's mission. For more than 100 years, our faculty and staff have transformed the lives of graduates across this region. We have a proud tradition at East Tennessee State University of serving first-generation college students, and many of today's graduates are the first in their family to receive a college degree. I would like for all of our graduates who are the first members of their family to graduate from college to please stand and be recognized. The platform party this morning is comprised of valued members of the university community. Deans of our respective colleges will be introduced later and will join me in greeting the graduates of their respective colleges. At this time, however, I would like to introduce and ask to stand and be recognized other members of the university administration and distinguished faculty who are joining us on the platform. They are as follows: Dr. William R. Duncan, Vice Provost for Research and Sponsored Programs; Dr. B.J. King, the university's Chief Financial Officer; Dr. Joe Sherlin, Vice President for Student Affairs; Dr. Susan Epps, President of our Faculty Senate; Ms. Cheryl Burnett, the University Registrar; and Dr. Robert Beeler, who carried the mace this morning. I also would like to recognize several members of the class of 1968 who have been inducted into ETSU's National Alumni Association Golden 50s organization, along with other members of the Golden 50s Club. They have been celebrating reunions throughout the spring commencement weekend and are seated in the front row. Members of the Golden 50s, please stand so that we can thank you for your contributions to your alma mater. Congratulations, and you may be seated. At this time, I would also like to recognize special guests who are seated in the front row to my right and ask that they please stand to be recognized. Join me in welcoming Lawrence F. Counts, class of '79, and who is the new president of our ETSU National Alumni Association Board of Directors. He's an attorney and owner of the Mountain States Title Company and lives in Johnson City with his wife, Sheree. We're also pleased to welcome to the ETSU campus family members of our speaker, Mr. David Golden, if they would please stand. And finally, if you could please stand and recognize an individual who, in many respects, makes everything that I have the opportunity to do possible, my wife, Miss Donna Nolan. In addition to these individuals, I would like to thank and acknowledge the faculty and staff who've worked behind the scenes to make this ceremony run so flawlessly. It's not a simple task to invite 10,000 people over for an event, and as you can see, we're close to capacity in this building. But our staff have done a fantastic job of putting this morning's celebration together. In particular, I would like to thank Dr. Potterton, Dr. Zembauer, Mr. McMorrin, the ETSU Chorale, and the ETSU Wind Ensemble for the beautiful music that will accompany today's ceremony. Mr. Fred Saussman, Senior Writer and Associate Professor of Appalachian Studies, who will shortly and flawlessly announce every graduate's name, our interpreters from Disability Services for their invaluable assistance, the Office of the Registrar for facilitating this event, and special thanks to Sean Morris and Tisha Harrison for the beautiful stage decorations. At this moment, it is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome to the podium Mr. Scott Neiswanger, Chairman of our board, who will bring greetings on behalf of the university's Board of Trustees.
Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Nolan. Soon-to-be graduates of East Tennessee State University, you are on the path to a successful life. Your choice of ETSU as a place to continue your education placed you on that path. I have watched the growth and development of this university with great interest over the years, and I am convinced that it is one of the most dynamic, growing universities in this country. What an exciting time to be associated with ETSU. ETSU is a powerful driver of the economy. It's a powerful driver of the healthcare industry. And importantly, it's an influential driver of culture. And what you have learned at ETSU will empower you throughout your life and your career. As chairman of the Board of Trustees, I'm able to follow ETSU from a close vantage point. I can assure you that we are shaping a future for ETSU that will be even more responsive to the needs of employers and students. As you leave your campus today, do so with the knowledge that your choice for higher education has been an outstanding one. It's the best investment you could have made for your future. Congratulations to each of you on this memorable day. Go Bucks.
Thank you, Chairman Niswonger. A total of 2,166 degrees are being conferred today. Honors graduates are wearing medallions on special colored ribbons as indicated on pages 35 through 37 in the program. White ribbons signify cum laude, 3.50 to 3.64 GPA. Yellow ribbon, magna cum laude, 3.65 to 3.84 GPA. And the blue ribbon signifies summa cum laude, 3.85 to 4.00 GPA. Of the baccalaureate degree recipients, 202 have obtained cum laude distinction, 265 are magna cum laude, and 210 attained summa cum laude, the highest honors, for a total of 677 Latin honors. Would all students wearing the Latin honors medallions with the various colored ribbons please stand and be recognized? Thank you. We are extremely proud of our Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC program, here at ETSU, and our students' commitments to serve and leadership excellence. Yesterday, we commissioned the following seniors who will be receiving degrees this morning as second lieutenants in the United States Army. Victoria D. Bond, Transportation, Virginia Army National Guard. Distinguished military graduate Ashley H. Hayes, Medical Services, active duty. Robert C. L. Hodge, Ordnance, active duty. Hunter P. Robinson, Quartermaster, Tennessee Army National Guard. Andrew M. Schemes, Infantry, active duty. Justin G. Taylor, Field Artillery, active duty. Beyond the academic programs of studies, these new lieutenants have pursued a very demanding program of leadership development and physical training that has prepared them to one day lead our nation's sons and daughters as military officers. Let's give them a round of applause. Mr. President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered through the several colleges and schools of East Tennessee State University, and have been recommended to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments by all the faculties and by Dr. Gordon Anderson, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Dennis Depew, Dean of the College of Business and Technology. Dr. Don Samples, Dean of the College of Clinical and Rehabilitative Health Sciences. Dr. Rick Osborne, Dean of the School of Continuing Studies and Academic Outreach. Dr. Gregory Aloya, Dean of the Clemmer College. Dr. Cecilia McIntosh, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies. Dr. Judith Slagle, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. Wendy Nearing, Dean of the College of Nursing. Dr. Randy Wyckoff, Dean of the College of Public Health. Mrs. Patricia R. Van Zant, Dean of the University Libraries. Dr. Debbie Bird, Dean of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. And Dr. Robert T. Means, Jr., Dean of the James H. Quillen College of Medicine. The Golden 50s have had a very busy weekend, and they now may leave the arena to attend other alumni events, and we thank you for sharing your time with us. Would the candidates for the doctoral degrees please rise for conferring of the degree? The Arts and Sciences, Public Health, and Global Sports Leadership doctoral graduates will be hooded today by the chairs of their dissertation committees. The Audiology doctoral graduates were hooded last evening. President Nolan, the candidates now standing, and some absent with permission, have completed all requirements for these doctoral degrees. On behalf of the graduate faculty, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer on each of you the doctorate degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you would please come forward as your name is called, Dr. McIntosh would be honored to present you with your diploma.
Philip A. Randall, hooded by Dr. Christopher Dula. Catherine Elise Rowe, hooded by Dr. Jameson Hirsch. Gabrielle Natalia Caldara, hooded by Dr. Deborah Slauson. Candace Lynn Collins, hooded by Dr. Megan Quinn. Paula R. Masters, hooded by Dr. Rob Pack. Ruby Yadoff, hooded by Dr. Mildred Maisonette. Brittany Suzanne England. Megan Elizabeth Mobley. Katie Corder Sherritt. Amanda Brittany Thomas. Brady Stephen Workman. Jacob Lynn Allen, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Philip Scott Counts, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Lindsay Elizabeth Devine, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Ernest Gregory Eugene, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Brittany J. Izell, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Jamaica Charviel Michon Greer, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Matthew Dean McGahee, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Robert Jackson Mitchell III, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Michael Robert Rader Jr., hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Cornell Augustus Sneed, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Michael Scott White, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston. Lyle Frederick Wolf III, hooded by Dr. Brian Johnston.
Would the candidates for master's degrees please stand for the conferring of the degree? President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for the master's degrees in the School of Graduate Studies. On behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you the master's degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you would please come forward as your name is called, Dr. McIntosh will be honored to present you with your diploma.
Oluwaseyi Samuel Adidaran. Heather Nicole Alexander. Rehab Abdullah Alphabeiti. Agustina Amon. John Byron Brooks. Jesse J. Burkhalter. Lydia Mae Carr. Alexandria Caroline Kraft. Jeffrey Thomas Gazzo. Seth William Grindstaff. Ryan Tyler Gwynn. Josephine Marie Hedstrom. Travis Dean Hill. Gleason Taylor Everett Holt. Hannah W. Hopper. Claire Janelle Jones. Josie Lynn Klepper. Patrick R. Lee. Tessa Lee McCoy Hall. Emeka Elijah Moses. True Victoria Neal. Danielle Nicole Ostrander. Courtney Anna Rhodes. Isaac Robert Robe. Kara Michelle Russell. Melody Swartz Russell. Adam Ezekiel Timms. William Aaron Watson. Bradley Robert Marshall. Sydney Denise Crowder. Blessing Omono Ikwaria. Jesse Caitlin Stevens. Trevor Paul Tetzloff. Adoronke Christiana Ajibade. Emily Regina Alford. Shanna Renee Atkins. Alexis Nereda Burgess. Marjorie Carlson. Ariana Dartrice Conwell. Sylvia C. Curtis. Carolyn Dowling. Hillary Amechi Elam. Rachel Marie Endo. Olushola Deborah Fapo. Prem Gautam. Alantis Cachet Hunt. Titileo Aduni James. Cassandra Patricia Johnson. Lois Kathleen Johnson. Amandeep Kaur. Olubunmi Elizabeth Kuku. Nina Charisse Lake. Brianna Elizabeth Lender. Brandy Mae Lewis. Mackenzie Joe Legal. Kaylin Michelle Lucas. Lauren Elizabeth Morris. Holly Mae Morse. Jessica Murray. Jean Nicole Nelms. Devin A. Nelson. Christian Azuna Nwabueze. Shanice Brene Offit. Olakunle Joseph Oni. Yusuf Wadrago. Heather Nicole Owens. Stephanie Ann Perez. Abir Rahman. Olulemi Raphael Rotimi. Mobolaji Mobolanle Shotundi. Garrett Logan Sluter. Kristen Taylor Spencer. Ellen Page Sublet. Ashley Michelle Watson. Jessica Lang Wilson. Samantha Elizabeth Wilson. Courtney Suzanne Adams. Evans Dapa Ado. Whitney Michelle Asbury. Rebecca Mae Barnes. Natalie Nicole Barnett. Kimberly Arlene Blazard. Emily Elise Bradley. Kristen Taylor Campolongo. Muhammad Tukur Amin. Ashley R. DeGroat. Alexander Edward DeMarco. Laura Michelle Dickinson. Lindsay Gwynn Draper. Jennifer Lee French. Bridget Nicole Garden. Brianne Taylor Garrettson. Brandy Christina Goebel. Chelsea Noel Grinny. Kendra Lindsay Haygood. Kaylin Jeffers. Emily Burton Knox. Karen Lynn Lawson. Mary Jane Levacy. Shelby Marie Mang. Victoria Rose Marley. Andrea Nicole McDowell. Rhonda Michelle McNabb. Megan Elizabeth Menth. Jennifer Brooke Miller. Nathan Henry Mitchell. Kelly Leanne Morgan. Arij Ahmad Jamil Mosa. Amanda Hampton Murr. Blake Andrew Nowicki. Danielle Elizabeth Auberge. Samson Olan Rewaju Olowoyo. Krista Lee Persamper. Elisha Del Reed. Emily Lauren Ream. Laura A. Rooney. Haley Desiree Russell. Lindsay Nicole Russell. Heather Ray Smith. Brianna Marie Stampler. Lauren Catherine Stanley. Alexandria Nicole Staples. Derek Allen Stuffle. Andrew Raymond Sweeney. Michaela Leanne Thompson. Sanjana Vida. Sarah James Whitty. Victoria Hart Zaleski. Barbara Knight Brent. Olivia Shea Dover. Reem Tariq. Patrice Diane Best. Caitlin Brianna Bowman. Emmeline Hope Bragg. Mitzi Morton Brudinger. Angela Bailey Brock. Preston Jerome Carpenter. Catherine Elizabeth Caswell. Kelsey Nicole Clark. Taylor Kate Clark. Melissa Keith Davis. Bailey Ann Fassler. Rachel Ann Fowler. Dina Megan Guffey. Julia Ann Hannikin. Stephen Omar Hinkle. Kelly Nicole Holsambach. Carrie Elizabeth Ivy Craig. Morgan Brianna Kettner. Kristen N. King. Kelvin Leo Cooley. Heather Mary McLaughlin. Wendy Renee Irwin Minton. Abrake K. Moore. Michelle Lorraine Owens. LaShawn R. Porter. Rachel Page Seals. Laurel Brooke Singleton. Crystal Blue Smith. Victoria Alonza Taylor. Marcellus David Lloyd Tomlinson. Victoria K. Wells. Matthew Allen Weinman.
Would the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise for the conferring of the degree? President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for the baccalaureate degree. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you would please come forward as your name is called, the dean of your respective college will be honored to hand you your diploma.
The College of Arts and Sciences. Vanessa Alejandra Abdelnour. Benjamin Adamo. Kelly Nicole Adams. Tasha Nicole Adams. Kayla Danielle Addison. Philip Lee Allegas. Felicia Starr Allen. And Margaret Anakwe. Carrie Megan Anderson. Miranda Elizabeth Anderson. Victoria Elizabeth Anderson. Lauren Brittany Anas. Carson Danielle Arnold. Victoria Beth Arnold. Marissa Reagan Arrington. Grace Elizabeth Arrowwood. Laura Elizabeth Ayers. Benjamin Vincent Bailey. Amanda Grace Baker. Aurora Leanne Baker. Robert A. Baker. Isaac Balekuis. Jesse Aaron Ball. Patrick Allen Ball. Tamunadie Priye Victoria Bamson. Christian Eli Baer. Sydney Louise D. Barnett. Caleb Christopher Bartee. Samuel Robert Barton. Morgan Alexandra Basket. Stephanie Anna Louise Bates. Jared Lee Begley. Anna Gabriella Behel. William Todd Bellamy. Leanne Ashley Berry. Jacob Michael Bilek. Christopher Keone Birchfield. Christopher L. Bishop. April Dawn Bledsoe. Corey Wayne Blevins. Esta Amanda Blevins. Victoria Dare Bond. Hayden Chase Borghetti Metz. Avery Jonas Boughton. Christopher John Bowman. Lanisa Dier Bowman. Thomas Dylan Boyer. Brian James Bradley. Kennedy Nicole Alexandra Brandenburg. Cheyenne Elizabeth Branham. Peyton Mackenzie Bridges. Romario O'Neill Briscoe. Skylar Mackenzie Brook. Kelsey Lee Brooks. Autumn Lee Brown. Brittany Ann Brown. Christian Taylor Bryant. Robert Dalton Bryant. Taylor Marie Buchanan. Eric Sean Burke. Bryson Tyler Burnett. Raven Charlene Burris. Clifton Chantal Bussell. Hagan Seth Castle. Jasmine Cabral. Ashley Helen Cameron. Lana Ruth Cantrell. Bryn Elizabeth Craig Carlisle. Katie Ann Carpenter. Ryan Evan Carroll. Shane Michael Carroll. Joshua Kennedy Castles. Jessica Michelle Chambers. Carissa Dawn Chambers. Emily D. Chaput. Martin Chege. Matthew Lawrence Moore. Nathan Lee Little Warner. Michaela Jade Chestnut. Angela Renee Chrisman. Morgan Gwen Church. Joseph Richard Cicero. Rebecca Lane Cisney. Taylor Nicole Collins. Abby Ray Conkin. Lindsay Catherine Conrad. Rosalind Kate Cordell. Phyllis Diane Cornett. Teresa Lynn Cornett. Jill Diane Corvin. Jacob Ryan Colhard. Adam Blake Cowan Banker. Caitlin Faith Cox. Victoria Scotland Cox. Chelsea Kaylin Crockett. Madison Dawn Cross. Charlotte Grant Crum. Chauncey Allen Culver. Caleb Michael Cutshall. Chi Dai. Zachary Ryan Davidson. Kayla Nicole Davis. William Andrew Davis. Tamara A. Day. Brian Lee Dempsey. Caroline Claire Denning. Hayat Abdul Fettah Dergaga. Alexander Michael DiStefano. Christian Taylor Dorthalina. Stephanie Gail Doyle. Alexandra Ray Drumright. William David Duggar. Sarah Raina Duncan. Brianne Genevieve Dunn. Hannah Rachel Dyer. Thomas Isaac Dykes. Timia Imani Easley. Joel Franklin Eaton. Bailey Ray Edwards. Matthew Logan Edwards. Sarah Catherine Eggert. Donald Jacob Elliott. Valerie Michelle Elliott. Elijah Coy Ellis. Olivia Gabrielle Ellis. Bailey Quinn Eschbach. Walter Dominic Espejo. Charles Maxwell Etling. Arthur Kirk Evans. Robert Herman Evans II. Kadisha Evans. Emma E. Fadial. Nathaniel James Foreigner.
Matter of personal privilege. The gentleman who is walking across the stage, Mr. Nathan Farner, is the inaugural student trustee on our Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, the chairman of the board and the vice chairman of the board are presenting a resolution that was passed in his honor at our most recent board meeting. Nathan, thank you for all you've done for our university.
Kyla Lois Faust. Brandon Keith Fenwick. Christy Maureen Ferguson. Henry Christopher Fielden. Bailey Chalmers Fields. James Emmett Fitch III. Miranda K. Fleener. Emily Elizabeth Ford. Madeline Cross Ford. Mary Catherine Garner Ford. Daniel Brian Foster. Timothy Paul Fouts. Michael Thomas Fowler. Whitney Brooke Freeman. Celeste Ruby Gallardo. Carly Elena Gann. Aaron Javon Gardner. Sydney Nicole Gardner. Megan Elizabeth Gauk. Richard Ryan Gentry. Spencer Gentry. Andrew Joseph Gibson. Lindsay Brooke Gilbert. Aaron David Gillespie. Katarina Brianne Gillian. Dustin Blake Gilmer. Autumn Bethany Glass. Sarah Ann Gonzalez. Edith Gonzalez. Tina Marie Gonzalez. Andrew Crockett Gray. Justin James Grayson. Hunter David Green. Zachary Harrison Green. Bradley Wade Greer. Kelsey Logan Grubb. Gladstone Samuel Gunn II. Adam Michael Haygood. Carrie Beth Hall. Emily Morgan Hamilton. Jalen M. Hammonds. Denise Janine Harness. Madeline Harris. Dustin Charles Harriman. Andrew Brett Hawkins. Ashley Hannah Lane Hayes. Clay Justin Haywood. Caleb Evans Hurd. Anna Elizabeth Henry. Zoe M. Hester. Scotty Raymond Hayden. Heath Dalton Hill. Zoe Hamilton Hill. Gabriel J. Hobbs. Jackson Lee Hobgood. Rebecca Aaron Hockman. Robert Christian Lee Hodge. Justin Sherman Hoover. Emily Catherine Hopkins. Jeremy R. Houston. Megan Lee Romey. Austin Bradley Hundertmark. Andrea Renee Hunter. Paul Julius Hunter. Heather Renee Hutchins. Joshua Lang Hyder. Zachary Paul Isaacs, Jason Andrew Jackson, Caitlin Mackenzie Jacobs, Keaton R. Jamerson, Matthew Wayne Jennings, Heidi Nadine Job, Andrea Brooke Johnson, Brooke Diane Johnson, David Charles Johnson, Hannah Danielle Johnson, Kristen Michaela Jolly, Ashley Nicole Kasmark, Grayson Daniel Jennings, Bailey Nicole Jones, Benjamin John Jones, Blake Siebert Jones, Caitlin Elizabeth Jones, Kristen Renee Jones, Sarah Arlene Cassee, Jason Chase Hoppy Kaiser, Rebecca Ann Kelly, Morgan Lee Kewell, Jamie Lewis Kinchlow, Sarah Caroline King, Kelly Danielle Kirk, Linda Elizabeth Kirk, Alicia Renee Knapp, Cade Eric Knight, Luke Adam Knott, Austin J. Kaloyan, Daniel Clinton Krell, Jasmine Danielle Lacey, Michelle Taryn Lalonde, William Hunter Lambert, Austin Tyler Large, Sophia Charlene Law, Kirsten Ann Lawing, Dylan A. Lawson, Logan S. Ledford, Margot Lee Ledford, Kaylin S. Leeper, Javante Montez Lenore, Joshua Alexander Leonard, Christina April Lim, Ha Huang Lin, Andre Jamal Long, Caitlin Leanna Long, Kelsey Brianna Long, Audrey Ellen Love, Madison Clara Lowe, Sarah E. Luttrell, David Micah Lutz, Lucy Lee Lyon, Rachel Denise Moss, Haley Courtney Mabe, Macon Andrew Magno, Melissa A. Magno, Shelby Victoria Maiden, Jonathan Taylor Malacote, Austin R. Mask. Whitney Lynn Matheson. Savannah Sue Lynn Matty. Larry Keith Maltbay. Zachary James McAdam. Savannah P. McCarter. Brandon Dallas McCarthy. Tori McClellan. Nicholas Ray McConnell. Roxanne Allison McDaniel. Kelsey Lee McKinney. Cayman E. McMahon. Evan Peter McCustian. Megan Nicole McVeigh. William Kenneth Medley II. Derek Lee Mikola. Andrew Christopher Miller. Austin Steele Miller. Courtney Jade Miller. Rachel E. Miller. Nicholas Edmundo Mireles. Brianna N. Moles. Courtney Neria Morgan. Casey Elizabeth Mosley. Jonathan Lance Mott. Lakeland R. Mullins. Henry Daniel Musrock. Lindsay Taylor Nail. Destiny Jade Newman. J.C. Darchell Nichols. Ashley Nicole Nichols. Nicholas Joseph Norton. Patrick Shizirungu. Elizabeth Vane Oakley. Carl Joseph Overfightinger. Holly K. Bryan. Melissa Ann Ogle. Hannah Lee Olinger. Stefan Edward Owens. Lauren Elizabeth Ozier. Gabriella S. Palladino. Israel Shane Parker. Kelsey Sherelle Parker. Kevin Lynn Parker. Morgan Ross Parker. Caswell Elizabeth Parrish. Benjamin Joseph Paul. Levi Aaron Pelly. John Matthew Perlingero. Daniel Lee Peters. Taylor Austin Petty. Anna Dean Pfeiffer. Megan Cheyenne Phillips. Riley Jacob Phillips. Kevin Lawrence Picarella. Kathy Leanne Pickle. Joseph Michael Pittman. Matthew Thomas Poole. Rachel Alyssa Poteet. Chance G. Powell. Drake Lanier Powell. Courtney Brooke Powers. Casey L. Price. Lily Eva Price. Lindsay Ashton Price. Hannah Elaine Purdy. Miriam F. J. Quillen. Zachary Stephen Quinn. Zohaib Mansour Raja. Daniel Adrian Ramsey. Ashlyn Marie Ray. Emily Brooke Ray. Madison K. Rivas. Abigail R. Reese. Justin Tyler Reed. Kelly Jane Reed. Dylan Edward Renner. Brennan Taylor Ricker. William James Riggs. Kevin Rinson. Nathan Gabriel Rivera. Allison Nicole Rourke. Allison Claire Robbins. Simeon Titus Roberts. Hunter Payne Robinson. Seth William Robinson. John Warren Roden III. Alexandra Maria Adelia Rodriguez. Francisco Jeremiah Rodriguez. Colton Andrew Romans. Joseph Daniel Romero. Kelsey Christine Rookstool. Cassandra Lynn Ross. Chelsea Elizabeth Rushing. Sean Aaron Sally. Devin Samara Salyers. Heather Michelle Salyers. Jamie Nicole Sanchez. Blake Nathaniel Sanders. Ashley Nicole Paulina Saunders. Destiny R. Saunders Simon. Legend K. Donna Dre Scalf. Max James McGinn Schmidt. Alexander Lark Scott. Connor Jason Scott. Jasmine T. Seal. Mason Charles Self. Erica Ray Sessis. Samuel Sevigny. Nicholas David Sexton. Logan Alexander Schaefer. Benjamin James Shanks. Hunter Allen Shipley. Holly Cheyenne Shockley. Tyler Delaney Short. Zachary T. Simpson. Ashley Ann Singer. Andrew Michael Skeens. Isabella Brooke Lachey Smith. Mackenzie Taylor Smith. Katie Janan Snap. Lily Winifred Snyder. Patrick David South. Morgan Emily Spangler. Courtney Ann Spencer. Courtney Nicole Spencer. Keeper T. Spencer. Cody Austin Spencer. Alexander Blake Spivey. Kyle Callan Stambaugh. Diane Caitlin Stamey. Ryan Cameron Stapleton. Sarah Ann Stapleton. Morgan Allison Starnes. Brandon Crockett Stevens. Alexis T. Stinnett. Joseph Lee Stinnett. Samantha A. Stone. Amber Renee Stott. Autumn Renee Strickler. William Alexander Strozik. Corinne Nicole Sullivan. Yihan Soon. Jonathan Sutherland. Taylor Ashlyn Ray Suttles. Hannah Nicole Swayze. Adam G. Swift. Corey Robert Swinney. Matthew Clayton Sykes. Emily Shanta Talford. Hannah Beth Taylor. Lindsay Nicole Taylor. Madison E. Taylor. Melissa Shiloh Taylor. Paul Elderwith Taylor III. Sophia Lynn Baker Taylor. Hannah Nicole Tester. Angel N. Thacker. Alicia Danielle Thomas. Bethany G. Thomason. Caitlin Ruth Thompson. Kelsey May Thurman. Jeffrey Adam Torres. Ava Vaughn Eden Van Ginhoven. Shirley Elizabeth Velasco. Jade Alice Vickers. Benjamin Daniel Vincent. Jacob Hall Vernelson. Erin Rachel Walker. Jasmine Walker. Ariana Louise Wallace. Nathan Kinman Wallace. Meredith Ivy Wallen. Bailey Hunter Warren. Elizabeth Brooke Watson. Travis L. Watson. Jacob Paul Weissman. Catherine Ann Wellborn. Cortland Brooks Welch. Taylor Danielle Welker. Miranda K. Wentworth. Katie Michelle Wheeler. Marcia S. Whitaker. Effie Jean Katrin White. David Landon Whitus. Elizabeth Nicole Wiederholt. Samuel Hunter White. Savannah Noel Wiley. Carrie Elizabeth Williams. Ebony Linnell Williams. Emily Nicole Williams. Patience Riley Williams. Bailey Elizabeth Wilson. Dakota Emery Wilson. Joshua Michael Wilson. Raina Elaine Wiseman. Lauren Michelle Wolkers. Jeremiah Jordan Washtowitz. Lindsay Brooke Wright. Kenton Howard Yerrick. Bradley Shane Yount. Sarah Catherine Zimmer. Alexa Paige Zimmerman. Erin Zananti. Valeria Martinez. The College of Clinical and Rehabilitative Health Sciences. Kristen Raquel Abello. Ahmed Bushokan. Fatima Abbas Al-Hashim. Salma Saad Al-Dusari. Hassan Al-Hajjuj. Yusra Hussein Al-Hajjuj. Mishal Naif Al-Sabawi. Autumn Shea Babb. Lori Sheree Ball. Jordan Renee Barnett. Jonna Lee Berry. Ashley Taylor Bosher. Katie Leanne Brown. Jenna Burnett. Rachel Lee Burnett. Abigail R. Clanton. Haley Catherine Clark. Caitlin Jane Cook. Haley Elizabeth Craddock. Brandon F. Crawford. Lorenzo Saavedra Dansell. Emily Rianne Davis. Teresa Louise Delachia. Jesse Alyssa Dellinger. Fallon Taylor Devotai. Katie Charlene Deere. Brittany Lee Evans. Patricia Evelyn Fenoff. Michaela Leanne Fletcher. Shelby Ann Fortner. Laura Allison Fowler. Brennan C. Frazier. Chelsea Bradley Garland. Jamie E. Goodman. Audra Sierra Googe. Whitney Alexis Ray Gwynn. Taylor Madison Hale. Kimmy Marie Hammond. Emily Elizabeth Haney. Jessica Lee Harvey. Spencer Lynn Harwood. Corey Douglas Hurd. Megan Renee Holt. Shannon Ray Jacobs. Alicia Kelly Jansen. Deandra Hunter Jarrett. Christy Lee Jones. Rebecca Leanne Justice. Brianne Marissa Keller. Drew Stephen Kindle. Alexis Nicole Lewis. Kelly Janine Littriel. Rachel Lynn Lofton. Lindsay Elizabeth Lucas. Allison Mackenzie Manley. Rachel Elizabeth Marr. Elizabeth Jo Marsden. Candace Cameron McClanahan. Kaylin Ray McCurry. Sean Luke McNabb. Jade Victoria Merritt. Courtney Nicole Moore. Susanna K. Mowry. Ethan Daniel Murrell. Raven Simone Fendi Nairn. Heather Danielle Norris. Natalie Marie Oakley. Brenda Ochoa. Sydney Love Parker. Megan Elizabeth Rader. Daniela Regal. Olivia Grace Rowell. Anastasia Lori Rutledge. Taylor Lee Sanders. Al-Walid Khalid Sebe. Matthew Charles Spangler. Rachel Lindsay Stidham. Ryan Chase Stinson. Jordan Elizabeth Sutton. Dylan William Sweat. Elizabeth Ann Swindeman. Kyra Whitley Tedford. Allison Nicole Thomas. Abigail Casey Thompson. Dalton Brady Timms. Karina Lizana Tomaz. Allison Page Vermillion. Sydney Danielle Warren. Samantha Jane Westner. Marissa Faith Williams. Allison Nicole Wright. The College of Public Health. Ibrahim Mohammed Al-Safra. Christina Joan Altman. Kimberly Annette Araujo. Donshay Rashid Beard. Jesse Hunter Berry. Jill A. Black. Natalie Marie Blair. Shelby Blake Brackett. Danielle Elizabeth Brady. Brandy Danielle Brees. Emily Ruth Brooks. Victoria Caitlin Burnett. Morgan Alice Page Camper. Tiffany Yvette Carrasco. Kylie Morgan Cavan. Abir Bashir Chaudhry. Maribeth Aaron Clark. Sarah Ann Copa. Charlie Savannah Cornell. Sydney Deloach. Heather Lynn Diebold. Corey Aaron Dillard. Kristen Grace Dinsmore. Patrick Michael Fleming. Rachel Alicia Ford. Alexis Sierra Foster. Robin Danielle Fox. Celeste Lorena Green. Taylor Nicole Hambrick. Carrie Ashlyn Henkel. Cynthia D. Hicks. Jimmy Lawrence Hicks III. Vanessa Brooke Housewright. Mackenzie Davis Huff. Cassandra Lynn Hughes. Lindsay Brooke Hull. Britton Scott Husky. Alexandra Caroline Jennings. Michaela Elizabeth Jones. Nancy Maria Konarski. Megan Renee Kendrick. Kaylee Renee Kennedy. Jessica Ebony Kinsler. Rukaya Sule Labaran. Abby Elizabeth Lopp. Dustin Allen McCoy. Benjamin C. McCurry. Lauren Christine Miller. Victoria Ann Mitchell. Morgan Lynn Monroe. Lexus K. Morley. Devin D. Narwani. Obina Michael Obekwe. Ives Jesus Orozco Oporto. Neil Kiran Patel. Brittany Danielle Patman. Bethany Megan Presley. Shelby Lee Buck. Evan David Riley. Miranda Beth Rourke. Lauren M. Salamacha. Madison Michaela Shipley. Molly Grace Collier. Hayden Scott Sparks. Megan Rochelle Suggs. Sarah G. Tackett. Braden Chase Sexton. Whitney Camille Tipton. Madison Lee Truman. Elise Renee Valencia. Lindsay Danielle Vance. Yvette Vasquez. Bailey McKinney Walker. Salem T. Wanamaker. Grayson Danielle White. Brooke Sierra Whitehead. Austin J. Widener. Anna C. Wolf. Taylor Brooke Wright. Megan Kenzie Yarnall. Nathaniel Caleb Young. Bousse Uger. Brandy Rain Zimmerman. The Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. Jonathan Grayson Kreger. Amber Jordan Johnson. Garrett James Mudd. Brady Bernard Ratliff. Kayla Shea Waters. Zachary Austin Horn Wills. Katrina Georgina Seymour.
Now, as a symbol of completion, graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboards, and would ask the audience to join me in paying tribute to the class of 2018. Graduates, as you now begin the next phase of your educational and professional journeys, I'd like to leave you with 3 challenges, 3 actions that will define your life as alumni of our university. As alum, you are formal ambassadors for your alma mater. You are part of a family of alumni who carry forward our collective mission of improving the quality of life for the people of our region. So here are my 3 challenges. First, remember how today feels. Remember how today feels and pass that feeling along to a neighbor or to a friend who's undecided about their future. Encourage them to attend college, help them fill out the FAFSA, or simply take them on a college tour. Those small acts of encouragement will transform their lives and touch yours in the process. The second is to remain active, to be involved and engaged with ETSU. Come back and visit us at homecoming, follow us on social media, wear your blue and gold with pride, and then serve as ambassadors of this great university. Remember that where you are and where you are going is who you will become. Each of you are the members of a special community unlike any other in the state. You are bound together by your degree, and never forget that this is and always will be your home. And my final challenge is to remember that life is a classroom, one in which we are both student and teacher. Each day is a test, and each day we receive a passing or failing grade in one simple course, and that course is called grace. Grace is compassion, it's gratitude, it's surrender and failure and forgiveness and good manners, writing thank you notes. Remember that being the smartest or the wittiest or the most attractive, the most talented or the richest or even the poorest isn't going to help you get a passing grade in this class. The key to passing this course is being humble, helpful, and dedicated to serving the needs of others over self. So in closing, may today be the beginning for you of a new journey, a great adventure, and a life well lived with purpose and grace. On behalf of the entire ETSU family, I wish you every success. Godspeed to each of you, and go Bucks.
All
Ladies and gentlemen, we present the East Tennessee State University class of 2018.